up out of bed.
Twat chat. What you gonna do? Twat chat.
Headphones on your head.
Twat chat. Gotta listen to Twat chat.
Hello!
Chum.
And welcome to
Twat chat.
I'm Aiden.
Tom.
And this is episode 11.
11 episodes.
Matt Smith.
We're on the Matt Smith episode.
We are.
This is a Matt Smith special, ladies and gentlemen. and then.
So Thomas O'Malley, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, glad you asked.
I do every week.
Not an awful lot, to be honest. I mean, I was hit by a cyclist.
Oh yeah, I remember. Tell the story because it makes me
I
laugh.
feel like I should tell the story later.
Okay, we'll save that to later because
Yeah.
that is a good story.
There's a story in that later. There's a segment dedicated just to that moment.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm in a lot of pain right now. I'm aching.
Lol.
Yeah.
I wish I was there to witness it. I would have just laughed.
Yeah. Well, I bled out quite a lot. But yeah, other than that, I deleted a whole episode of a pilot I've been writing.
By accident, I presume.
Yeah. Saved
Oh.
over at episode 2, so now I've got a series that has episode 2, but no episode 1, which was written, so now I need to go back and have the tedious job of rewriting that. It's not the rewriting, though, it's the reformatting. It's going, gotta make that bold, gotta put that underline, gotta do all that again. I just finished that, thought, great, save it, I thought, I'll make a template for future ones, went over to the next thing, deleted it all and started writing episode 2, and then when, I don't know what happened, I think I must have saved over it or something, because it just like, it auto-saves over it every now and then, because I was like, and there was no backups, because it was open office, because I can't afford Word. Pricks! Why don't Word make it free? I'm not being funny. Word, we built you, Microsoft. We built you. We made you what you are. Apple tried to take over, and many of us, not myself, but many of us have agreed, no, Microsoft all the way. And you fucked me over.
Is this a...
Tom's got a problem. No, but it will be down the line if I don't sort it out. How was your week, anyway?
I've been sad, Tom. I've been grieving.
You haven't.
I have.
You haven't.
I have. No. Oh, Barry Chuckle, one of the kindest men ever to grace this earth, is dead. I miss him already so much.
I'm surprised it lasted as long as he did, to be honest.
Yeah, he was 72.
When we were a kid, he looked like an old man. And then again,
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's going to be 79 next year, and he's still Indiana Jones.
Oh
so
my god. Barry Chuckle would have made a good Indiana Jones.
that would have been great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Indiana Chuckle.
I'm pretty sure they've probably already done that. All their pantos are always named
They
like
won't be
that.
doing it. Well, to be fair, if he carries on his own, that's an option for him.
What, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But all his catchphrases, they're all require feedback.
Well, there is like 4 of those brothers, isn't there?
Yeah, the two other guys. One
Yeah.
and no slacking.
No
Yeah.
slacking.
And the other one.
Yeah, I
Who,
wonder
I forget
why
his
he
name.
was in every episode. Like,
Yeah,
that
it's
makes
his-
sense
it's his
now. I thought
brother.
it was just an extra.
Did you know he's married to a 21-year-old?
Who?
The brother.
No
guy-
slacking guy?
Yeah.
No, but what a fucking lad.
A Chuckle Brother fan came up and was like, I love you. And he's like, how much?
No slacking. No sucking.
Oh. They're married now.
Wow.
Yeah.
They should be at the funeral then.
Stop making me sad.
Chuckle vision. I hope they play that as he goes into the...
They should.
He didn't. To me.
He did.
To you then. To me.
Oh,
To you then.
you're making me sad.
I bet Tinchy Strider will be there.
Oh, you better be. What makes me sad is though when everyone's like, oh, it's fine. No, not that. They say, oh, no, he was my favourite one as well. You don't have favourites. The Chuckle Brothers...
He was my favourite, to be fair.
I fucking hate you. The Chuckle Brothers are an entity. They're not two separate people. You don't have a favourite.
As much as I enjoyed watching them as a kid, I'm not... When I grew up, I lost it. I don't see the fascination. I would go see him in pantomime or something, because that's different. That's pantomime. But I don't get... I'm in a minority here.
I still
don't get
watch
the
it on
fashion- I know you do.
Pretty much every episode's on YouTube.
I know you do.
I'm
I know.
not just saying
I've been
this.
around when you've been watching them in bed. Like,
Yeah.
literally. Like,
So like Maisie will wake up to two northern men going, oh dear, and she'll be like, what the fuck? Oh, it's Chuckle Brothers.
did you see the Snapchat thing that Paul did?
Yeah, apparently that was
A picture
fake.
of them two together.
That was fake though, apparently.
Oh, really? Because that sounds like something he'd write, though.
Yeah, when it said...
It said, the last picture of us together. Words
you.
can't describe. Thanks for everything that you ever did to me.
oh...
I'm waiting for the allegations to come out now.
No, don't you fucking dare.
Well, I'm just saying,
Don't
Jimmy
you
Savile
fucking
died
dare.
and he was BBC.
Yeah, but he was very clearly a paedophile.
Yeah. Well, did you see Barry's moustache?
Leave Barry alone.
Kitty. To me, then.
No.
Kitty.
No.
To me, then.
No. I'm not having this on Twat chat. Get out, Tom.
What? I say one thing that does annoy me as well.
What?
I'm ranting a lot today. Is when you have a person like him die,
Yeah.
and they say, "Oh, well, it's okay because he's 70 something anyway."
Yeah.
I know I just said that, but I mean, it doesn't make it okay
Yeah.
that they're old. Like,
Yeah.
especially when you've got people that live to 100, you're like, well,
Yeah.
you know, it's still sad.
Exactly.
It's inevitable. It catches us all in the end.
It does.
We're all going to die. One day, when we're all dead and gone, someone's going to be listening to this who's stumbled across it on YouTube in like the worst rated things ever. They're going to come up just above Stay Speechless. They're going to come and see it, and they're going to listen to it, and they're going to go, who was Barry Chuckle?
Oh, don't.
And they go, oh, that song Year 3000 from the archives is being played because it's the year 3000. Wow. Would you like a moisture dinner? And then
What?
they throw in them yeast things like Ray has in Star Wars.
I don't want to live in a world where no one knows
But
who
it's
Barry
just weird to
Chuckle
think
is.
that, well, when that person's eating that yeast dinner, we're all dead in the ground.
We are.
We're all just or dust scattered, probably fucking evaporated. You know what I mean?
We've got really depressed now.
I'm just saying, one day it's inevitable, we will all die. And if there isn't a heaven, we're just going to rot in the ground.
I'll see you there. Hey Tom, have you heard what's on the news?
Is it a rumor or is it true?
If it wasn't for that news, we wouldn't know.
Oh, Tom, I hope you have some happy news, because I'm borderline depressed right now.
Today's theme is online dating for the news.
Oh!
Got some news about online dating. Have you ever heard, Aidan, of pulling a pig?
No.
Okay.
What's
well,
it a euphemism for?
Well, we're about to find out. This is a news article, and
Okay.
the article says pulling a pig isn't the only cruel dating stunt doing the rounds.
Isn't only cruel things.
Cruel dating stunt doing the rounds. So basically, there's people out there doing these horrific things to people online.
Okay.
Not doing it to them, but like nasty thing. They're not doing anything wrong or illegal. It's
Yeah.
just the intent's a bit arseholey and dicky, and it's just it's a dick's world. So here are the toxic dating trends that make swiping right a seriously risky pastime.
Okay.
No one wants to get pigged.
I don't know what that means.
The name
but
is
okay.
bad enough, but the practice itself is just disturbing. Pigging is a game, in quotation marks,
Yeah.
that some guys, or should I say assholes, even I don't agree with this, as I know how
Oh god,
bad
it must
is,
be bad.
that some guys apparently play where they try to hook up with the least attractive girl they can, the least attractive girl they can dupe on a night out. So, yeah. The BBC Three who shared this, don't
Yeah.
think it's funny either, but it's been a fringe dating trend for a number of years, with media reports on the phenomenon dating back to 2013.
Ooh.
So that's been like, what, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah. In October, a young British woman claimed to have fallen victim to the pull a pig prank, and the internet was set alight with outrage, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Sophie Stevenson, 24, alleged that she'd had a holiday romance in Barcelona during the summer with Dutchman Jesse Matman,
Yeah.
21. Sophie claims they stayed in touch after the holiday, and she ended up spending £350 to meet him in the Netherlands in late September.
What the fuck?
Sophie alleges that she was stood up at the airport and that Jesse sent her a text message saying she had been pigged.
What a dick.
The whole thing was a joke.
What the fuck?
Now, I say some stuff in the vein of Twat Chat all the
Yeah.
time, but I just want to make it clear that every woman should be respected and is beautiful. That's
Exactly.
something I get
Yeah.
in their own majestical
jokes
way.
aside.
Jokes aside, that's something I want to get out there. I think
There's
people,
jokes, then there's being a dick.
There's jokes,
different
yeah, and
things.
also like when I say stuff on Twat Chat, it's never directly aimed at anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there's certain avenues that need to realise that nothing is aimed at anyone,
Yes.
no matter how many emails you send. So, Jessie denies the prank and threatened legal action against her for damages suffered as a result of the media fallout over the story. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what did or did not happen in Amsterdam, the sorry tale spotlights some of the more toxic dating trends doing the rounds right now. And here's a list of some of the things going around. I'm sure you're aware of catfishing.
Yep.
Yep, for those of you who aren't aware of catfishing, this is when someone creates a fake persona using social media and dating profiles, and it can involve using pictures of other people, often without their consent, or it can mean lying about everything from what you do for a living to your personal history, blah, 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 blah. These false entities are used to build trust and online romances, some of which can last for years.
I know someone who's catfished.
Yeah, you do.
Maisie, are you catfished?
Yeah, like every day.
Oh, other than that.
I think I can spot it now.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Maisie's friend, years ago, had like a 5-year going-on relationship with this guy. She was like 16, talking to this guy. She's probably went... It's probably going from when she was like 14 to like 17, something like that. Yeah, so they were friends. They were pretty much dating, but they were like, oh, we'll just talk online. And whenever she was like, let's meet up, he was like, no, I can't because of this. And, oh, this is at my sister's, something's happened with my sister, something's happened with this. And it got to the point where she'd even message his sister, in quotations, you can't see I'm doing the quotations, and be like, oh, what's going on, Wezzy? What's going on with him? And then, turns out after all of this, because she saw a YouTube video of some like online magician doing something like a prank or something.
Catfishing.
Yeah. And then was like, wait, that's that guy I've been talking to for like 4 years. What the fuck's happening? Oh, fuck. I said by the fucking mic.
I bet that hurts, yeah.
Yeah, so then messaged him, was like, what's going on? And he started ignoring her, and she got the police involved, and turns out it was all just this creepy guy trying to get with a teen.
Wow.
So it's fucking mental.
Yeah.
Serious thing.
I know, like...
We're getting real serious this episode.
It is a very serious episode. And also, I need to tell you this at the start, I feel like I've changed a little bit this last week.
Since last week.
I think last week has worn me out of being...
Yeah, you got all of your vulgarness out in one episode.
I'm done with that for the minute. But yeah, so the reason why people catfish, it can be to include its power play. Wait.
It can could do power play.
Benching.
The fuck is benching?
If you're getting benched, then you are just someone's backup. Now...
Oh, I see. Like a...
If I'm being brutally honest, and I'm not proud of it...
Thomas.
I've done this before. It's normally after a breakup, I just bench a few people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm honest about it. Like, I tell them, like, I don't want a relationship. I'm just sort of...
I don't think that's benching then.
Well, they know the situation. Like, it's like, I don't think we're going to get together. But
Yeah,
I
it's
just
not leading someone on.
But I just like talking to you in that way. So let's just keep sexy flirting a little bit, yeah?
The amount of times I've had those conversations.
I know, I'm
Tom.
sorry, Hayden. Maisie needs to delete my number, seriously. The bencher will keep you sweet with messages and the occasional meet-up, but it never leads anywhere. Mm-hmm. Benchers may emerge in this type of behaviour because they're unwilling to commit to someone. That's what normally my problem is.
Yeah.
Or because they like the ego boost, again. Or just because they're scared of ending up alone, which I think is a fair point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do in this day and age. There's so much pressure on being in a relationship that people do fear being alone.
Yeah.
But those on the receiving end, it's frustrating, confusing, and sometimes anxiety-inducing. Stashing.
What the fuck?
Falling victim to this treatment means you'll be hidden away like an unwanted Christmas present or a guilty chocolate indulgence, like that galaxy under the couch in that advert. Stashing occurs at the point in a relationship where you think things are going pretty steady. Your partner will have met your friends. They'll be in your social media accounts as your SO. And things will feel pretty official. Mm-hmm. Then it dawns on you that you have never met any of their friends. You might realise they always stay at yours and never actually been to their place.
Is this making sense to you now, Tom?
Fuck. And there's no trace of you on their Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Right?
Have you been benched? Not benched with this one?
This is stashing. I've been stashed. This probably means you're not the only person the stasher is seeing.
Oh.
Because as long as they never indicate, either to others or themselves, that you're their partner, they can get away with dating other people too.
Dicks.
Wow, I've been stashed. See? People think, like, oh, like they listen to the old one, like the other episodes, and they go, oh, Tom's such a dick. Well, they don't know
been through a lot.
What's made me a dick, you know what I mean? And then this is like 3 in 1. Ghosting, zombieing, and submarining.
What the fuck?
Submarining sounds
Are
cool.
these sex terms again from last episode?
No. The mother of all horrible dating fads. Ghosting is when someone goes from being in a romantic relationship with a person, dating, seeing them, to cutting off all contact without warning. Phone calls ring out. Text messages grow old without being responded to, and your social media profiles are unfollowed or worse, blocked. Ghosters ghost for a number of reasons, including laziness, insensitivity, and gutlessness, sorry.
I was going to say.
A surprising member of people lack the courage to explicitly end a relationship. What I find works really well, if you write a note and you leave it on a desk, so that when the person comes home from work and they find the note, then you never have to speak to them again. Just don't answer the calls. Unless that person is me and I'm very persistent. I'm looking at you. Hey, haven't said any names.
I don't want Facebook messages again, Tom.
Listeners still listening. The term has been in use since the early 2010s and has spawned a number of offshoots. These include zombieing, where a ghoster gets back in touch after weeks and months of silence, offering a lame excuse of going dead on you, or submarining, which is like zombieing, but where someone resurfaces from the depths and feels no need to give any excuse at all. I do those last two things, but normally it's someone I was talking to.
And you got into
I get in a relationship, stop talking to those people. That relationship falls apart normally within 2 months because there's a note on my table. I come back, and then we're chatting. And it's like sometimes I'm like, oh, sorry, I've been so busy. And it's true, I do get very busy, to be fair. But you don't want to tell them, like, oh, no, sorry, you were like, I've crossed the top 3 off now, so your turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess it's different if it's not a full-time serious thing. If you're just talking to someone on Tinder or whatever.
Like that's kind of the game, I suppose.
Exactly, yeah.
Not that it should be a game, but it is. That's how the society made it. But yeah, they just pick up where they left off as if nothing ever happened. That's pretty much it. So with 800-person survey by date site Plenty of Fish, suggesting that almost 80% of single millennials have suffered from some form of ghosting.
Ooh.
It's safe to say that bad dating behaviour is haunting our generation. And that's that. That's that article.
Oh, got another one.
I got another article, yeah. So that's just getting you, like, this pig thing really frustrated me and I want to talk about it.
Yeah, horrible.
Like, you should never refer to any, even if they're uckers or whatever you want to say. Like, you don't, there's no
Saw
need.
your girl in the park.
That girl's uckers.
I'm pretty sure is that an episode, that's a story to an episode, isn't it?
What?
Someone gets invited, it's like a sitcom, they get invited somewhere.
I thought you meant of Twat chat. I was like, we've never done that.
No, where someone gets invited somewhere and they're like, they ditch all their friends, like, no, I'm going to this cool party, and then it was like all a practical joke to get them to come there, but I can't remember what it was.
Might have been Family Guy, Meg.
Potentially.
Might have been something like that. That sounds familiar. This next article is also about dating apps, obviously.
Yeah.
It's about Tinder.
Ooh.
Slow burner. Tinder couple have hilarious 3-year chat on a dating app and they still haven't met.
Jesus.
Josh Avesek and Michelle Arandaz have become an internet sensation after their cheeky messages went viral. If you don't get a reply from someone on Tinder for a few weeks, you don't really know what I'm talking about here, but you generally take the hint that they're not interested. But that wasn't the case for one couple who had been having a conversation on the dating app that spanned 3 years.
Jesus.
When Josh, 22, matched with Michelle, 21, in September 2014, he dropped her just a casual message. Just over 2 months later, on November 28th, he got a reply from Michelle putting her late response down to the fact that her phone had died. But rather than sending her a shirty response, which is what I'd do, I'd be like,
Yeah.
bye-bye, ghosted. Josh from Ohio joked, wow, you found that pretty fast. It usually takes me about 5 months to find my charger. Later that day, a good 20 hours later, Michelle replied, yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was fully charged, 0 to 100, real slow. Josh then gave Michelle a taste of her own medicine, sending her a message back nearly 2 months later in January 2015, writing, hey, sorry, was in the shower. The following month, on February 13th, oh, just in time for Valentine's Day. I see what you're doing there. Hit back, hey, just saw the message. Sorry, I was in class. This hilarious routine carried on for the next 3 years, with the most recent message being sent by Josh on July 7, 2017. Between September 2014 and then, the pair had exchanged just 11 messages. Explaining why he chose to delay his first response to Michelle, Josh admitted, more or less, it was my way of handling a girl blowing me off. Lucky him. Not what he meant. What I wasn't expecting is her to respond once I responded a few months later. I figured it would just fade away, like a Thanos click. Josh posted the amusing message exchange to Twitter. Nice, this is probably a bit I don't agree with. Why are you doing that? Captioning the images, ha ha ha, one day I'm going to meet this girl and it's going to be epic. Look at the dates on our Tinder texts.
Yeah.
It quickly went viral, with Josh tweet notching up more than 16,000 likes and 3,400 retweets.
Oh.
And tweet even caught the eye of Michelle, who responded, sorry, I'd reply, but I need to give it a few months. I like this guy. The pair then exchanged numbers.
Ooh.
And their online fans are desperate for them to finally meet up. Josh said, so many people were telling us that we were relationship goals or that it was so cute, it really stacked the pressure to get to know her. So while this tweet was going viral, I sent her a couple of direct messages making jokes about all these hilarious comments. He hinted that a date could well be on the cards if the stars align, and Michelle confirmed that the signs are indeed positive. She said, I'm sure our new fans would definitely be happy if we did. Hopefully he just won't take months to ask. So yeah, that's a cute story. I wish them the best.
Yeah.
I feel that's a cute little start to something.
That
take
is lovely.
Like,
You've
that
made
takes
us
the dating
happy
app
again.
thing
You
and
brought
does
us back up.
its own spin on it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It shows that the dating apps can be horrible, but they can also create long-lasting relationships.
but they can also be both
Exactly.
at the same time. Apparently.
Exactly. Being
So,
dicks and loving each other at the same time.
ladies and gentlemen, that was a very romantic and app-driven
News! Hey Tom, have you heard what's on the news?
He sent a message with a funny excuse.
If it wasn't for that news, we wouldn't know.
Sorry.
I think we've cheered up a bit.
Yeah.
That cheered us up a little
Brought
bit.
the tone back up
What
again.
a weird start to the show today.
Yeah, it's been a weird episode. It's only been like...
That's what happens when you
Okay,
decide,
20
I know what
minutes.
the first thing I'm going to say is. Barry Chuckle's dead.
Dead beloved treasure.
He isn't.
He is.
To me,
Oh.
we should have done a Barry Chuckle special.
I don't think we're better to fill an hour and 20 minutes talking about
We
Barry.
can review Chuckle Vision.
Oh, we need to watch an episode. I've got so... My favorite... What's your favorite episode?
Great question. I can't remember him very well. There was one where they went into like there was like a show or something.
Okay.
I can't remember it very well, I'm not going to lie.
Doesn't sound like you do.
No.
My favorite episode is the one with the ice cream van. They get an ice cream van, and
Yeah,
the
as I say-
Noah Slacking guy pretending to be Italian. He has his own ice cream van.
I haven't watched them for years, but I know there was one I watched. I remember them stood like in like where all the sandbags are backstage.
Yep.
I remember like that, and there he's wearing like his colourful shirt and shit. Like Paul's wearing his, you know what I mean? His like clown shirt. I don't
Now
know.
I'm sad again.
Yeah.
Twat! 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 Challenger! 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 Twat!
Tom! I've been doing a bit of digging, Tom.
Oh no.
I've been doing a bit of stalking.
Oh, who you been stalking?
You.
What the fuck?
Because today,
Oh shit.
I thought we'd take a trip down memory lane and see how well you know your own Facebook self.
Oh fuck no.
Before we start,
Shit.
you had a phase of like a few months on Facebook in like 2011 where you were very depressed.
Yeah.
Very sad. Very sad. I was like, oh, I wanted to come on and be like, it's okay, Tom, it'll be fine. But it's fine now. Anyway,
did you bring any of that up or?
maybe. So,
Go on.
so I'm going to do something that I totally didn't steal from Smosh. And I'm going to read out your statuses
Oh fuck.
with a bit missing. You got to fill in the
Oh
blanks.
god, I bet the spelling was great on some of them as well.
You're not wrong.
Do you want the actual spelling or just the word it's supposed to be?
Just the word it's supposed to
I'd
be.
say because I'm probably like if it was love, then it would have been LVOE. That's the sort of way that I used to.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
my like typography back in the day. That was my own signature move. That was.
I don't know-
And the number of just that was JSUT.
So we'll start off with an easy one. I mean, it might not be. This is from 28th of July, 2013. Blank has just signed on for Star Wars 7. Come on!
Ah. Is it 2 words or 1?
2 words.
Harrison Ford?
Final answer?
Yeah.
No! It was John Williams.
Ah. I know. I spent like 3 months, like 3 years, just going. This person's in Star Wars 7. Oh my god. This person's in Star Wars 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. They never signed him. Ah! And so the film's like, wow, this can't possibly go wrong in the next 3 years.
Thomas, on the 21st of June, 2017, so quite recently, you shared a song and said, "Can't stop listening to this on repeat. Tongue out. Don't ask." I'll narrow it down. It's not one of your songs.
That takes out, what, 13? Is it a Michael Bublé song?
No.
Did it come out last year?
No.
Oh, shit.
I'm not giving you any more hints.
Pina Colada song?
Yes! Well done.
I went for a phase with that. I don't know what... I still listen to it now, to be fair. It's a classic song.
Are you keeping score? I haven't been keeping score. You got one. On the 26th of February, 2011,
Oh.
you posted, "Blank is a good film, but I think Paul is better."
Is it anything to do with Simon Pegg?
I'm not giving you any hints.
Because if it's not anything to do with Simon Pegg...
I'm not giving you any
Fuck,
hints.
it's not... I'm trying to think when that came out. It's not World's End.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
No. You said Hot Fuzz is a good film, but I think Paul is better.
I don't agree with that
I was
anymore.
going to say, I read this, I was like, no. And then someone obviously called you shit in the comments, but they've deleted their comments, so I can't see who it was. But
It might not have been them that deleted it.
they said something, and you went, "It's because you didn't get the sci-fi references like I did. I think Hot Fuzz is one of the best films ever, but Paul is more my sort of thing. But hey, don't worry, they made them both."
I was still sassy. Don't worry, they made them both.
7 years ago, he still had the sass.
What a little cunt.
I did have that thought quite a lot when I was scrolling. On the 4th of June 2017, you said, "Has blank been in prison? He looks like he has."
When? Sorry, what date?
The 4th of June 2017.
Oh, that was recently.
Yep.
Recent. Oh, Justin Bieber. That's the One Love concert.
Yes!
Yeah.
Well done. So you got 2 points. This is from the 31st of December 2010. Wishes he could blank.
December 2010.
Yep.
Fuck. Is it one word?
Yep. It has one of the faces with like a slanty face and the colon like a upset.
Is
sort of
it
thing.
like... Oh, it's not me like... Sing?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking attention. That's 3.
So that's 3 points. On December the 26th, 2010, same year, you said blank machine for Christmas.
Karaoke machine.
Well done. I didn't even get the end bit. It said, "Sorry, neighbours."
Sorry, that's the TV show, not my actual neighbours. Sorry, neighbours.
You're just singing their theme tune on.
Neighbours!
Neighbours!
Sorry, Kylie. Sorry, Jason.
On the 19th of November 2013, on Facebook, you said, "To anyone debating buying this 31-inch Darth Vader, it also makes a great holder for blank."
Wii remote.
Yes.
There's a picture with it as well.
Yeah.
What was wrong with me? As if you spent an evening sorting this.
Yep. You got 3 questions left.
Okay.
And you've got 3 or 4
5.
now? 5? I haven't been keeping count.
That
Sure.
was 5.
Why not?
I think.
Sure.
Or was it 4?
I think it's 4.
We'll say 4. Okay.
This one, you have to guess what the photo was accompanying
Accompanying.
the status.
Okay.
On the 3rd of June 2013, you said, "Think it's time to stop collecting now."
Oh, is it a picture of all the Coke bottles with my names on?
Yes. And then there was a status like a few days before that, a really lengthy status about a story about how you went in and were like, "I need all my name."
Oh yeah, they
they
went
went through all the things to get it for you.
Yeah.
You got 2 left.
She was hot. A girl did that. I remember that. if I wasn't with my girlfriend at the time.
On the 4th of April 2013, you said blank makes everything better.
Would say the date again, sorry?
The 4th of April 2013.
Is it a musical artist?
I'm not giving you any hints.
Blank makes everything better.
What would you, if you were writing that status now, what would you write?
I'd say, I'm thinking of me then, though. It was
Yeah,
what I
but
was
if you're doing it
thinking.
now, what would you
Well,
say?
now... I can't say.
Look at last week's episode.
Yeah. Is it music?
Nope.
Michael Bublé?
No.
Barry Manilow?
No. Oh, sorry. Nope. I just kicked your hand. I apologise. On my bare foot. The answer was Family Guy.
Ah. Yeah.
Also, there was a status that you also put saying, Ricky Gervais is in Family Guy? Since when? I have every episode and I've seen every episode and he's not in there.
I like your young tomboy.
You were also upset about dislikes back then as well, because I can just see from this picture that I screenshotted, you shared you singing "You Make Me Feel So Young" and a few things, and "Lady Is a Tramp" and a big old load of songs apparently, and you put in the comment, somehow got a dislike without any views. Interesting. So here's the last one.
Like it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Last one. 26th of August 2017. Quite recently. You said, always root for blank, although blank was the OG.
What date? Sorry.
26th of August 2017.
2017.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'll give you a hint. Mm-hmm. It's something that isn't Star Wars related that you are making Star Wars related.
Oh, fuck. So give me the status again, sorry.
Always root for blank, although blank was the OG. Crying, laughing face emoji.
Oh, fuck. What was it? Is it me trying to make a shit joke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't get any likes.
yeah, that sounds about right. Can you give me one of them?
I'll give you the second one.
Okay.
Always root for blank, although Guinness was the OG.
It's not. Oh, McGregor, because the boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's our trip down memory lane through
I
Tom's
got like
statuses.
5 or 6.
Yeah, sure. you kind of know
You
yourself.
didn't care about the story.
No, I was just trying to embarrass you. There was a lot more worse ones that I was going to put in with that. No, I was going to do like, you put like, thanks to the love of my life tag for buying me this thing. I was like, who did you tag? I didn't ask that one.
Shit. Can't believe you went back through all that. My God. My depressing era.
Yeah. I mean, there was, like I said, there was a stage where you were just doing like, about 4 times you offered to delete Facebook throughout the years. Oh dear.
It's like Elton John. Right, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm still standing.
Better than I ever did. True survivor. You can. I love the way he sings that now. I'm still standing. True survivor. You can. Don't stand it all this time. Literally how he sounds.
Twat challenge! Twat! 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 Challenger! 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 Twat!
I like to touch myself. I like to touch myself. I like to touch myself. I like to poo poo. I like to touch myself.
Let's talk about Star Wars!
is we're talking about Star Wars again.
Yay!
Yeah.
Here it comes again.
Oh, we've got 2 bits of news for Star Wars, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah, do you want to go first?
I'll go first. So the one that I'm more interested in. Clone Wars is back.
Yes, although have you? Oh, so you've seen them all then?
No,
So you're so interested, but you haven't seen the other 6 seasons. Okay.
no. I've seen a season and a half.
I've seen like 2 seasons.
The reason why I stopped halfway through the second season is because I heard they ended halfway through a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like for a plot. I was like, oh, this is probably not going to be canon anymore. Get rid of it.
The trouble is, this is just damage control as well.
Yeah, because of Solo, I guess.
No, not so much that. It's just because
And
the
Last
fans
Jedi.
are divided. They're like, this is something we deleted this, and all the fans hated that we did that. Let's bring
Yeah.
it back, and it looks like we're listening to them.
Mm.
Because until Kathleen Kennedy goes, which apparently September, October time, she might be stepping down.
Oh.
I don't think it's by choice. I think they're telling
Yeah.
her you can go or you'll be sacked.
Yeah.
Which one's going to help you? But yeah, I think that they should just give her a nice payout and say off you go,
Yeah.
and then bring in someone else.
Yeah.
Episode 9, JJ's in control of that anyway. Just let him do his thing. Speaking of which, segue. We'll come back to Clone Wars, don't worry. Other news in Star Wars land. Carrie Fisher, they've finally revealed how they're going to involve her in Episode 9.
Oh, I don't think I know this.
You don't know this?
No.
They're going to use footage shot that they didn't use that they shot for Episode 7. And they're going to repurpose the footage.
Wasn't a lot of her footage on the planet which blew up at the start of the last one?
Part of that was my worry, but there was a little subplot about her going to like the Parliament and shit or whatever it was.
Oh, really?
Like with another, with
Which blew up in
with
that film.
with the character who was in Episode 8.
At the start, the little Leia-looking
no,
woman.
That's her daughter.
Yeah.
No, the pink-haired bitch. What's her name? Laura Dern.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
she was filmed in Episode 7.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know if it was they cast her, but it was like that
Oh,
character or
okay,
something.
okay.
There was stuff in the book about it, I think.
Okay.
But they shot, maybe JJ shot a load of other stuff. You never
Yeah.
know. JJ, using foresight,
Yeah.
might have thought, let's just film some stuff just in case something happens.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's just film some shit of her talking about something. The only thing means she'll probably go back to her old costume,
Yeah.
which will be weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping what will happen is there'll be a bit of a time jump. She'll look a couple of years younger. But it'll be like, they've re-established on a planet, and the planet will look like that planet if it has to be that planet.
Yeah.
Or it'll be, they only blow up the clone planet, it's fine. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be, we had a lot of fuck you JJ moments, and it's
Yeah.
going to be fuck that from JJ.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come back and just like, a lot of what happened there. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Rey parentage thing comes up again, and it's like, because JJ's way of going, no, this is what I wanted it to be, so it's going to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, Snoke's dead, but here's what his motive. You know, he might he might inject it all in somehow, so that it all sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
It just fucked up a little bit in the middle. I think he'll make it the best it can be. I've got a lot of faith in JJ.
Yeah.
Abrams.
Excited.
Anyway, yeah. So that's the other news. What do you feel about this, though? They said they're not going to CGI her. They're
I
not
feel
going
like
to
that's the best way
recast.
to do it.
That's the best way to do it with her, but does that mean it limits how much she's in it? But at the same
It's
time,
better than having none, I guess.
it's better than having none.
And it's better than having
That's
credit
true.
crawl going.
And then-
Leia was killed in this
Yeah,
thing,
or-
but you didn't see it because she's dead. But then we had to do this thing. because blah, blah,
Or
blah.
have the credit crawl, and then Princess Leia's on her way to, the remnants of Alderaan, and she's
Blows up.
flying, and oh fuck, another Death Star.
Yeah.
She's dead. She's gone.
Yeah.
Poe, you're in charge now. Go kill Kylo Ren. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that will be. The fact that he's doing that tells me that he's obviously going for a similar sort of tone. Maybe not the same story beats. 'Cause
Yeah.
the other thing is he hasn't got the pieces to retell episode 6,
Yeah.
like he did with episode 7 and 4.
Yeah, yeah.
So he can't physically do that unless
Yeah.
he's like, and Snoke was being controlled by this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He can't do that. So I reckon we will see a lot of. I think it'll be a nice mix of familiarity and new content.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Clone Wars.
Indeed.
What do you think it's going to be? Do you
I'm
think
excited.
Do you think it's going to be the story they always wanted to do with the rest of that season, or are they going to start off and go somewhere else?
I think so. I
The
think they're
good thing
gonna...
is it's the same team because
Yeah, yeah.
they went on to do Rebels.
Yeah. And
The
then-
awkward thing about it is they tied up a bit of the Ahsoka thing
yeah.
in Rebels, so we know what happens to her.
Now they're going back and doing a little bit more of it.
Yeah, and then they're doing this Resistance one as well, which is
Yeah,
set
yeah.
after that, which hopefully will be its own contained thing outside
yeah.
of it. But then you've got, I just don't understand how, they need to make it in a way end up so that all the things they tied up still can tie
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't suddenly go, and then that happened, or,
Yeah, well, they tied up the Darth Maul stuff in Rebels.
unless they go, okay, discontinue, Rebels isn't part of that storyline, or that isn't part of that.
Yeah,
They're going to
yeah.
have to start maybe doing a bit of franchise division.
Retconning.
Yeah, but I don't think that'll happen. I think that'll do
No.
it. And also, I'm excited.
Why?
Darth Maul in Han Solo a Star Wars story.
Yeah, with the whole thing with
that, I'm hoping they touch on that. I'm hoping that becomes like the last series arc.
Yeah.
And it leads in, and maybe you even see Kira.
Oh,
And maybe they even overlap because they can go into that era. Maybe young Han Solo turns up. Old and Ehrenreich might even voice him.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like, Donald Glover might turn up as Lando instead of, hey, I'm Billy Lee. You know what I mean? There's a lot of potential there. Ewan McGregor could come back. It doesn't need to because they've got another guy to do Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But they can bring all those characters into it and make a nice, like, they could do what Solo teased. What I want to see from a sequel of that could be done in this instead.
Yeah.
And they can take good aspects from it, and they could even justify some of it. So I'm excited about that.
Indeed.
Although these lost episodes that are unfinished, I wonder what's going to become of them. Are they going to finish them and put them in there?
I reckon they're just gone.
Are they just going to be like them 6 episodes that are on a separate DVD anyway? Series 6.5, don't count. Or they might steal beats from it, you never know.
You never know.
I like how it looks the same though. They haven't updated the animation or anything. It looks like it's the same series.
Me and Tom have only seen, like we say, 1 or 2 seasons. So what we're going to do is probably watch through them and maybe start doing reviews on the channel. So we'll watch the season and go, Season 1 review, it's what we thought, blah, 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 blah. Season 2 review, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So those of you who are interested in Star Wars, watch Season 1 of Clone Wars. Even if you've already watched it, watch it again so you can have a fresh...
Yeah. And we ain't going to do them like overly religiously either. This is the
it's just going to be every so often.
It's going to be like when we watched the season of Clone Wars. Here you go.
What did you think?
Oh, watch the season of Clone Wars again. Here you go.
Exactly.
And then we might even do that with other things as well down the line.
You never know.
Trying it out. Thing is, there is one downside to all this.
What?
Same as the live action show, which more Star Wars news. That's going to cost $100 million to make that Star Wars TV show for the streaming service, the live action one, the most expensive TV show on a streaming service ever.
Jesus Christ.
And I believe it's like Game of Thrones heavy. And I believe, because Jon Favreau is directing, that's exciting. But that and Clone Wars are only going to be available on the streaming app.
Ooh.
So we're going to have to get a Disney streaming app.
We are.
But I think you get all the Disney Vault films. If 20th Century Fox is acquired by them as well, you probably get all of them
everything.
as well.
Every film ever.
It might be worth... Over Netflix, I think I'd go for that one because you get all the Marvel, all the Star Wars, all the Disney, all the Fox, all the... You know what I mean? Like,
all the everything.
Well, you don't get... Warner Brothers, so you don't get Harry Potter as anyone you'll miss, but you don't get DC, who cares?
Yeah.
You don't get Universal properties, so like, you don't get your Transformers and shit like that.
Does anyone still want Transformers?
No, but like anyone who does can't get it on there. But again, give it a few years, they'll buy that as well. But anyway, so that's all the Star Wars news I've got. Are you happy? Is anything you want to say?
Yeah, everything's good. Looks like it's trying to...
Bit of correctness. They're righting the ship a little bit. Get Kathleen Kennedy out of there, and my hope is in Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, the guy with the cowboy hat, he did Clone Wars. He worked with George Lucas on Clone Wars. Yeah. And then he made Rebels, which was a very strong thing of this era of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it, it's done well.
Yeah.
He's working on this Resistance thing. He's heavily involved with the story group. To me, he's the logical decision to take over from her. But I think he doesn't want to. He wants to just work on all the story because he gets more control. So that way he can go, okay, you know. So as long as he's at the helm, this Clone Wars thing's going to be fucking epic.
Let's talk about Star Wars!
Speaking of film news...
Yes?
The James Gunn thing's just got shit times heavier.
Oh, what happened? So,
those of you who don't know, go back on our Ant-Man review. We talk about the James Gunn thing where he was sacked because he made some inappropriate tweets. The cast came and all the cast, Chris Pratt and everyone wrote a massive letter saying how... You know, it's all about change. Disney's a company that's changed before. Everyone can change. Life's about change. None of them saying they wouldn't do Guardians 3 without him. They're just saying, look. Well, Dave Bautista has come out. He plays Drax. Very funny man, big wrestler. Wouldn't want to fight with him.
Nope.
He came out and he's put a tweet up saying that he basically, I'm paraphrasing because I can't bother to find it. Or do you want me to get the actual tweet?
No, it's fine. I'll believe you.
Okay. He came out and he basically said he'll do what he legally has to do.
Yeah.
But if they chuck out James Gunn's Guardians 3 script as well, he will is going to try and find a way to get out of his contract.
Oh.
And what I'm thinking is they might think, oh, fuck you then, you can go. Okay,
Who's
but then
if
Chris Pratt follows,
and
then, you know, Gamora follows.
She's already dead. They
maybe.
just won't bring her back.
Well, she's on that cast list, and
Oh, is she really? Oh, why can't she stay dead?
it could be a prequel.
Oh, fucking
Which, if
well.
it is,
what
it's
do you mean
gonna-
it's a prequel? They met in the first one.
No, a prequel to Infinity War, because number 2 happened straight after. If this happened straight after 2, hear me out. If this happened straight after 2,
Then it has no. What's the word? Has no risk to it. You know, it's going to end up with them just driving through space as normal.
Yeah.
Everyone's fine.
then so did episode 2. But anyway,
Well, yeah,
you're missing my point here. But if Dave Bautista leaves,
Yeah.
what if Chris Pratt turns around and goes, "I'm out"? Because it's a bit difficult to do about him.
Yeah.
And, Dave Bautista, he's doing this because James Gunn took a shot on a wrestler who had done some mediocre films
Yeah.
and put him in this and made him a star.
Yeah.
And he can always go back to the wrestling. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's fine. He's made his money.
Mm.
And they might think, oh, well, you need us. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not threatening Disney by any means, but he's just saying,
Yeah, yeah.
look, this isn't... And if Chris Pratt does the same, he doesn't need Guardians so much anymore. He's got Jurassic World, he's got the Lego movie, he's got
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these franchises that he's involved in, let alone his other parts that he keeps getting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Chris Pratt and Parks and Recreation, I'm pretty sure Chris Pratt
It'll be fine.
can find work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he's going to struggle. So I can see why they're banding together.
Yeah.
And as I say, Dave Bautista's not saying bring him back or reinstate him. They're just saying if you get rid of that script, I'm going to try and get out of this.
Yeah.
And I think it's better to have a cast that wants to be in a film than that is there because they legally have to be.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what an awkward set that's going to be?
Exactly. Everyone's heart needs to be in it.
So, especially with something like the MCU, this has got dramatic ramifications as well. Obviously, thing is, someone's saying if they do that, and it is just
Do-do.
if it is just Dave Bautista that's going to kick off,
Yeah.
that'll just make it so that he doesn't survive the snap.
I guess so.
So, and if they all kick off, none of them survive the snap. There's no more Guardians of the
That
Galaxy.
franchise is dead.
The next Guardians of the Galaxy is Sylvester Stallone and that lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you
Like
go.
they've kind of set themselves up for that.
Yeah.
But as I say, the fans are going to kick off. But they're just saying, how is it fair? And also, if this is a problem, you're going to have to take a look at Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
Because Johnny Depp's not exactly in the best light now,
Yeah.
let alone 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you need to get rid of your lead character from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of... There's people all over that company,
Yeah.
directing, starring in or whatever.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes and everyone can change.
Exactly.
And if you're going to give a red... the reason they got rid of that bitch who started this, do you hear about that?
No.
Rosanna from a TV show from ABC, who's a Disney-owned company.
Yeah.
Like most of them are now. She made loads of comments, but after her warning, she kept making them and kept saying stuff on her show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why that's different. Now, but because of that, people went, well, if you got rid of her, you need to get rid of James Gunn then.
Yeah.
And that's why they got rid of James Gunn, when they already knew about all this.
Yeah.
I'd have turned around and said, we're Disney, you're the audience. Fuck off. It's that thing that you always say, the audience having too much control.
Yeah.
And love it or hate it, if they reinstate James Gunn now, he'll
Yeah.
come back.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that then someone else can't make a great Guardians film. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is you shouldn't do that to someone for something they did 10 years ago. I'm terrified now.
Yeah.
If I get a writing
I
gig,
scrolled through your Facebook.
no,
Trust
if
me.
I get a writing gig with Marvel or whatever one day, if
Yeah.
it's like achieve that dream, and then they listen to an episode of Twat, the porn special of Twat Chat, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's delete all our episodes.
Well, if I get a Marvel deal, we're gonna hide the channel. But yeah, like, it's a terrifying thought. Like they can have that much control. But yeah.
Penis.
So what do you think about James Gunn? Let us know. twatchatpod@gmail.com. Comment below. I think this is going to be quite interesting for you, a couple of months to watch what unfolds with this.
Indeed.
Because I feel like if the cast aren't happy, the cast are clearly not happy about it. How do you make a film with an all-star cast if the all-star cast is depressed and they miss their friend who was the one who started the party for him?
There you go then.
But Guardians 1, no one would have cared. Now, bit of a different situation.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, the Russo brothers can take over. They directed them before. I was like, yeah, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
They've put them in their film and it worked, but only because it was in their film.
Yeah.
They did change it a little bit. It wasn't exactly the same.
Exactly.
I'd say Taika Waititi would be my best bet.
Yeah.
I think he's the favourite to take over if anyone has to. But
Yeah.
use James Gunn's script.
Yes.
Because he's obviously got a plan for that over 3 years, over the three
Yeah.
films. So yeah. Okay, anyway, what's the next segment?
There once was some twats, they were all so bored, till one found a thing they were searching for. Goodness knows what he has in store. It's Aiden's random fact.
Tom, There once were two twats who were also bored till one found the thing they were searching for.
Fantastic. Isn't it strange? It's funny to think that the universe is connected through 6 satellite bulbs that run a charge through the atmosphere into your heart to see me standing in front of you. So I guess what I'm saying, will you marry me?
That's how
Brian Cox just proposed.
That's how Brian Cox proposes.
I think if I liked you, I would have put a ring on it. A ring.
A ring.
By now. And just think, all those atoms in this ring.
Tom, you're taking up my segment time.
Tom, Professor Brian Cox's Love Hour.
I'll put my willy inside.
Tom, we're going back into last episode again. I've got a fact for you, Tom. As the segment suggests,
Hit me with it.
a man survived a fire and the sinking of a ship in 1971, leaving him emotionally scarred. 41 years later, he was finally able to overcome his fear and decided to get on a boat again. It was the Titanic.
No.
Yeah.
1971.
Yeah, 1971 was the first boat he went on and sank.
1971.
No, sorry, 18. Did I say 19?
Yeah, I was about to say. The Titanic
1871.
had already happened.
In 1871. Leaving him emotionally scarred, and 41 years later, he went on Titanic.
What a rotten bit of luck that is,
I
mate.
know. Imagine that. I can't do it. You'll be absolutely fine. I like to think as it's sinking. It's like if I was on a boat and it sank and I survived and you were like, no, come on in, let's go on a cruise. And we went on the cruise and it was the Titanic. As soon as it started sinking, I would look at you, raise my middle finger.
I swear to God, I didn't know this was going to happen. No, there's no room on this door. There's no room. It'll sink. Do you want us both to die? There's no room on this door, Aiden. Sorry. Go and ask Kate Winslet. She's got plenty of room over there.
You'd be one of the people that like, pretend to be a woman because it's women and children first.
Now I'll be that guy who just like goes, "That's my kid." And gets on.
Just pick up a kid. Let me on.
I'm a single father. Thanks. Throw the kid off.
Cheers. Imagine that bad luck though.
I mean, it's funny. It's also kind of a self-fulfilling, like a prophecy type thing, where it's like
he was warned once, and his first warning.
His destiny
yeah.
was to die on a boat. Did he die?
Yeah.
Ha. No, I mean, it's just funny that like he didn't even survive the Titanic. He was one of the ones that died.
No, that was God warning him the first time. He was like, look, careful.
If you believe in such things, other gods are available. Allah. Buddha.
Vishnu.
Yeah, why not? Zloty.
Fish food.
Polish Zloty. Hitler. So, too much music. No, but he, that's really weird. So the moral of the story is,
don't go on fucking boats.
He should have made a sheave out of his shit.
There once was some twats, they were all so bored, till one found a thing they were searching for. Goodness knows what he has in store. It's Aiden's random fact.
So, we're coming to the part of the show I need to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it.
Why are you naked in the studio? I've been wondering this whole time.
I can't get dressed at the moment. My arms ache.
Is it not from masturbating?
No, not this time.
Oh, what's happened? I know.
I had a bit of a nasty fall yesterday. I sound like an old man. Don't worry, it wasn't like down the stairs or anything like that. I was walking to work, as I do, and there's an alleyway leading up to like a pedestrianised area. Not sure if you're supposed to bike through there or not. That's important. And as I was cutting through, there's a corner that's got some like building work going on, so it's like closed off. So I like walked up the side of this thing, and coming along the other side at full speed was a cyclist in spandex. Knocks me flat on my ass. He comes off his bike, and I was thinking, I hope he's fucking hurt. I'm thinking, I hope he can't fucking walk, because no one does this to me. Literally. And then I look, and he gets up. I touch my face, and I'm bleeding out both my nose. My nostrils. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's blood in my mouth and that. And shit. I was like, if I've broken my nose, I swear to God, like, come on. Like a bootleg doesn't have a broken nose. What the fuck? And then, Yeah, I'm looking around with my arms all cut up, as you can see.
It's all scabby.
Yeah, I got a horrible scabby arm. Today I'm all stiff because of it. But then the guy gets to his feet, not a scratch on him, in his spandex and his little helmet.
Yeah.
And I see, and it's someone we know. It's someone we know's dad.
Yeah.
But he gets up, but he doesn't recognise me, obviously. And he goes, and me laying on the floor covered in blood, he goes, "Oh, you came off worse than I did." Picks up his bike and fucks off.
I just imagine you like crumpled up in a ball, like limbs all tangled together.
And my headphones still playing the feeling in my ear, like "Never be lonely," literally. And then he fucks off, and I'm laying there like Tony Stark in Captain America, and he's like, "Well, I think she had the right to wear that shield." Like, blood dripping everywhere, and this guy comes up behind. Who, don't worry, this isn't a rape story, who works at a place down the road, and he's like, "Oh, come with me, I'll help you get washed up." I was like, "I'm going to get raped, but who cares?" We go in, and he's really nice, he lets me have a cup of tea and that in his little calf. I phone him up, yeah, I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
And I like swab up all the blood and everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, I got to go to work." And I felt like, have you seen The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith?
No.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
No.
In the trailer for that, it's on a DVD that I used to watch all the time. He gets hit by a car.
Oh.
And he gets up, and some guy's like, "You got," because about him being poor and shit, and trying to look
Yeah.
after his kid. He was like a really young Jaden at the time.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You got to get to a hospital." And he goes, "I got to go to work," spitting blood out of his mouth.
Oh.
That's who I felt like then. He's like, "You might want to go to the war kid." I went, "I got to go to work." So that leads me on nicely to my next segment. Tom's got a problem. Ooh, what is it this week? Cyclists. Tom's got a problem. Ooh, what is it this week? And literally all night, last night, I felt really vulnerable. Like really sad. I was in bed like worried like the world around me was going to fall apart. I was worried about uni all of a sudden. Everything started to worry me.
What the fuck?
That's more of a problem than what I'm actually talking about, which is weird, but okay. Cyclists.
Okay. You got really real for a second then.
So I made it meta again, bitch. That's my thing. I make it meta. Got it down to a science. Making it meta. How many catchphrases have I had now? Like 10 in like 11 episodes. But anyway, what are we saying? So cyclists. First things first. If you're going to ride on a pavement or an area where people walk and there's alleyways branching off,
Yeah.
don't go so fucking fast. Don't go against the wall.
Yeah.
Go in the middle. Average
Slowly.
pace. I don't care if you are some cunt who thinks he's cool in his little blue spandex. And also, why do they dress like that?
I don't know.
Why the fuck do they wear shit like that? I know, oh, more aerodynamic. No, you just look like an extra from 1960s Doctor Who. the Shadow Ninja. You know what I mean? And you can see their dick in it, and I was like, yeah, you're like, you know. And they're like, fair enough. That was a weird case. That never happened.
Yeah.
But who gets up at 6 a.m. to go for a ride on their bike like that?
Crazy people.
Who go, I'm going to
clearly.
get up and go for a bike ride.
And try and hit a kid.
Oh no, not a kid.
Kid.
I'm annoyed that I couldn't be more like the Thing in Fantastic Four and just stop. And he'd have gone flying over me. Crobling time.
Grobbling.
Crobling.
Clobbering.
Clobbering. Oh, I thought it was...
Gambling time.
But yeah, I like how they feel like the world owes them everything.
Yeah.
As well. Like, we give them a cycling lane, yeah?
Yeah.
We give them a good, meter, if that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's enough to fit, if they have to fit a fat person on a bike in.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is the main thing. Mm-hmm. And they still feel the need to go out of that box and take the whole lot up. As particularly when they close all the roads off
Or for cycle days.
to
like
do fucking races and shit. No, you can go do that on the country lanes, thanks. Where you're in the south of France doing your shit every year. Like, what the fuck is that? And they all act so high and mighty, like, oh, yeah, it's going to be on my bike, yeah. Yeah, look at me, oh, yeah, Conservative Club, yeah. Fuck off. And all the different types, I guess, was a racing bike they hit me.
Yeah.
Why are you riding a racing bike around the city?
Who are you racing?
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, everyone else like, yeah, you win, I go to bed. Like, literally, and then I don't understand like why when you're driving they always seem to get in the way. Like, there's no one else on this road,
Yeah.
but there's one way where it's like all blocked off, and you go and you're like, oh, I've got the road to myself. No, bike. And you're like, and then they turn off. And if they stop to let you go past, they look at you like they deserve a thank you.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't fucking be out.
You're in my fucking way.
Yeah, not being funny. They don't pay the road tax either. You know what I mean? I don't either. I don't have a car. But what I'm saying is, like, if you have people who pay for the taxes and shit,
Yeah.
they use the shit. Don't let the fucking cyclists use it. I used to bike everywhere. So I used to be a cyclist, but I was a very courteous cyclist. You know, and then sometimes people just ride on the pavement. I know that's the opposite of what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But, like, I just don't get the point. Like, cycling has now got to a point where we don't actually need to cycle anymore.
No.
You can, I know they're saying, oh, be green and all that. No, like these free fucking bikes they put in the city.
Off-road bikes, yeah.
Oh my god, they've discontinued them now, by the way.
Oh.
They're broken.
What do you mean?
I've noticed they're broken. I went to get one morning. I was running like 10 minutes late for work,
Yeah.
and I go through the train station to get to work, and there's always a load of those yellow bikes there. So I was
Yeah.
like, right, I'm gonna get a bike. When I get there, there was one left. I was like, yes. Got installed the app on the way and everything.
Yeah.
Got ready to go. I was like, right, here we go. Scanned it. This bike isn't working at the moment. What's the fucking point in that then? You just left a broken bike out there. So I was late for work that day. And like all the kids use them and shit, and then they break them and just leave them.
Yeah.
What's the point? I can see why they get rid of them. You can buy them cheap now. Yeah.
Really? You should get one.
They're selling them offo. Ow, no.
Went to high five, but Tom Sanders.
But yeah, I've had enough of it. Everywhere you look, cyclists. And bike shops. What the fuck's that all about?
Yeah.
Fucking racks of bikes that no one ever buys. Why?
Pointless.
They merge them with car shops. Second-hand bike shops are good. I used to get my bikes from there.
Yeah.
Although they're not, because they're extortion of what they are.
I hate how bikes now as well, they have cameras on them. Same way cars do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got you pulling out that corner then. What, on their fucking road where the cars are supposed to be?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you went here, there would be no problem, just saying. Yeah, and I get it. People want a bike, that's fine. But I think they should really stick to cycling lanes. They should stick to cycle routes. And they should just be a bit more courteous of other fucking people. There's no regard for anyone else. That's the problem. So I'm sure 90% of the people who are biking are fine. But it's the 10%, like everything else, 10% of people who can't fucking hack it, ruining it for everyone else. So if you're part of that 10%, undefinably, sort it out! Tom's got a problem. What is it this week?
What? Undefinably.
Yeah.
So that's been the show!
Oh my god, is that it?
Yeah, end of the show again!
God.
Flew through that one.
Yeah, we had an angry episode there. I just itched my crotch. That was all.
It's very depressing, very angry. I'm still thinking about Barry.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been Aiden.
I've been Barry.
Oh,
To you then.
to me.
And
Shalom!
Chuckle vision.
The Chuckle Vision, Chuckle Vision. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Chuckle Vision, the Chuckle Vision, Chuckle Vision. Ha! Hey.
Now, if we get sued for that, we only have to pay half the money.